Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Coming to you from Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada, just west about an hour or so of Las Vegas. One question I've gotten from people before in just working seasonal jobs is like, how will you be able to retire? Will I be able to retire? What's my plan? So for me, this is going to be about non-traditional retirement. Having an unconventional life, I feel, will equal having an unconventional retirement, in my opinion. So part of what I'm doing, the way I see it, is kind of like already being semi-retired. I work for part of the year, then take months off to travel, live overseas, work on the things that I find meaningful, personal projects I have going. And this way allows me a certain level of freedom that is absolutely addictive and that I love. The traditional option would be to spend years doing a job that I maybe don't really like very much, trying to build up some savings that I could combine with Social Security when I reach 65 or 67. And then that would be many years doing something I don't really enjoy, and then taking a gamble that I will be in good health once I reach my mid-60s. On paper, it seems like the safer path, but really it's kind of a gamble that it will work out. My mom died from cancer at 52. So she worked her entire life and never reached retirement age. So with the path I'm taking, there are a few things that really make it possible. One is living a simple life, being a minimalist, not spending all my money on things I don't need, and building up a savings, like whatever I can. For me personally, the 10K range and higher is always better, of course, is where I feel comfortable enough to travel overseas for a few months. I've done it for less, much less, but if I have some money coming in from online work while I'm living overseas, that's the best. Ideally, you don't want to touch your savings at all. And what will I do once I reach retirement age? For me personally, I can't see a time where I will just sit around and do nothing. I know I wouldn't enjoy that. But ideally, when you are at retirement age, you don't want to have to work full time. So I still see myself working on my own projects, whether it's making videos, writing, hiking, photography, studying languages. I'll likely continue doing some flexible online work a few hours a week, but I still might work a couple months of the year as well in a national park. A few months at Yellowstone, at the Grand Canyon, Zion or Bryce, the Badlands, or I might teach English at a summer camp. Just short-term jobs that I would enjoy and that are low stress. I've met many retired people working in Yellowstone and at the Grand Canyon and all over Alaska, and they're enjoying themselves. They seem to be having a really good time. Some are traveling around the U.S. in RVs, working a seasonal job as part of their retirement lifestyle. The goal is to be making a little more online income in a few years down the road as well. So I think I'll be doing okay. Still enjoying a great deal of freedom, not feeling the economic pressure to keep working full-time all year. So as for the question, what will you do for retirement? At this point in my life, this is how I envision it might be. As I see it, I'm kind of already living it. I get to spend these years, the present, being semi-retired. When I'm in my 60s, it might be similar, but I will likely have even more flexibility. I'll still be doing what I enjoy doing, and what could be better than that? I don't have to sacrifice years, decades of my life working for someone else, doing something I don't really enjoy, and only having 1 or 2 weeks vacation each year. I mean, I've already done that, and it's time to live life on my own terms. So I like this plan. I'm not worried in the least. I'm not living in fear, not letting it dictate my life. I don't come from wealth. I don't have a big savings. Don't have an inheritance to look forward to, no rich relatives out there who might leave me a couple $100K or something, like none of that. It just takes an adventurous mindset, an ability to enjoy and appreciate the experiences, and not taking anything for granted. So my plan works for me, but it's definitely, it's not going to work for everyone, but it is an alternative. It is an option. If you're a minimalist, if you're living a simple life, living below your means, you can have a certain amount of freedom, not be held back by fear, you can live a happy life. And so it will be a non-traditional sort of retirement. All right, if you want to follow this journey, see how it turns out, what adventures I might have, or if it will all completely crash and burn and turn into a complete disaster, click that like button. Make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and find out. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you in the next one.